This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena I've been having a lot of fun with a deck built around Kiora, Behemoth, Beckoner, and Lotus Field. So if you've been watching any Pioneer coverage, you might have seen a Lotus Field combo deck going nuts. I have a few like wacky things I'm doing with that in Standard, but nothing very good. But this one's got some legs. Kiora combos nicely with Lotus Field, letting you produce 6 mana with just 1 land, which is really cool. Lotus Field has that nasty payment of you have to sacrifice 2 lands when it enters the battlefield, and it enters the battlefield tapped. But on the bright side, putting lands in your graveyard can help you bring back Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. This requires 5 other cards in your graveyard to escape. Putting 2 lands there is a nice step in the right direction. Also, if you put a Wolfwillow Haven on a land, Kiora untapping it makes more mana as well, so we run that card as well. But this is the best Uro deck I've found. This card is awesome, and I would run 4 in here if I weren't so lazy as to not craft it. I'm also not absolutely sure you need 4. 3 seems to be pretty good, and in place of a 4th I have like a Finale of Devastation here, so it's fine. And we also got Cavalier of Thorns, we've got Hydroid Krasis, that makes a lot of sense with a lot of mana. Mass Manipulation, I like this better than Agent of Treachery since we're not playing Thassa, and because we're going to be generating huge amounts of mana, don't just steal one thing, steal all the things. And then of course we end raise Forerunners, bring the Pain Bacon, finish the game. The deck is very straightforward-ish. You want to ramp, then you want to play big things, especially Cavalier of Thorns. You get to draw extra cards when you play Uro, Cavalier of Thorns, a nice size Krasis off Kiora, and then eventually you just do something epic and win the game. Like I said, I've been having a good time with it, and I know it's Simic and Simic Ramp and rah, but this deck doesn't run Nissa, it doesn't run Counter Magic. It's a pretty fair, big, happy creature deck. So let's dive in and let the nonsense begin. We're jumping into Standard Event, which you can find with all play modes turned on. It's right up here. These have prizes when you get to 7 wins. I enjoy that a lot more than ladder play. It's all of you being like, ranked. I want ranked. I do what I want. This hand is iffy. It's only got 2 lands. We run 29 in the deck. If we have, say, 3 lands in our top 5 cards, this hand becomes very good. I mean, I think we take that shot. We're at like 50-50 to hit one, so yeah, I think we'd go for it. At 27 land in the deck out of 53 cards. We're a little better than 50%. Famous last words. Because this shuffler is fine. Like I say every day, it's fine. The shuffler is fine. The Life's Bounty. Will it be auras? Will it be mono white? I just do this now. No. 50-50 ain't good enough odds. 29 lands are too few. Can't hit 3rd land drop with 29 lands, kids. Sentinel's Eyes. So what I really want to do is Growth Spiral into another land. I could also just play this Wolfwillow Haven, but it's always better later because you can actually tap the land right away. So I'm going to scry and try to find a land, okay? Then we're going to Growth Spiral into said land. And then hopefully next turn we can play Haven, Kiora. If we draw a land, we can play Haven, Kiora, and Uro. Oh no. It's too powerful. Land off the top. I like to put the Wolfwillow Haven on an island. I love putting it on Lotus Field because of the way that works with Kiora, but I'll settle for Island. Kiora is probably going to die, but at least it will absorb our opponent's hit, and they only have 2 lands, so we might be able to steal this. Draw, put that on the battlefield. Draw the Haven, and okay, we're on the move. Our graveyard's already filling up a little bit. Oh my god. It's massive. But it's about to be mine. She will be mine. Oh yes. She will be mine. Behold the power. Yoink. Gonna untap this, play another one. If the opponent, of course, wants to stick around for the pain that's coming. Oh yeah, baby! We found the field. That'll fill that graveyard. Next turn we'll be able to Euro all over the place. That doesn't sound right at all, does it? But yeah, we stocked now. It's 38 to it's 37-9. Ooh. They got a good sense of humor. Props. All that glitters is not gold. Grazing and spiraling and seeing what happens. We don't have a payoff, but if we draw, say, a Cavalier of Thorns, we're probably in a happy place. I saw a certain other YouTuber debating whether or not to play like a Breeding Pool tapped or a Grazer on turn 1 because you don't know if you want to pay life. My personal opinion is if I didn't have this forest, I would shock and play the Grazer 100% of the time because it opens you up more options on turn 3 and onwards. In case any of y'all wanted to know how I felt. Alright, Temple, Haven, not really what we're looking for here. We want action. Spiral it. Scry it. Find action. There will be no action. Next turn we can finale for Uro, though. Krasis? Cool. We'll do that. We'll do that soon. Let's keep getting more land on the field. Bang. Tempting to attack. Selesnya Champion. Alright, green-white aura is huge in here. Oh, did we just yoink this? Oh my gosh, I kind of want to. I don't have any enchantments myself. I could let a few auras get piled on this, but the opponent might have Karametra's Blessing and ways to protect it. So I think the best play is to yoink it immediately. Gimme. I would love to wait till there was more stuff on it, but I think that might be a game-losing play. The last opponent couldn't protect their big old creature because, well, they didn't have the land. Let's see if you have a block. Coward. Alright. Wow! Look at me go. We found mana. We found them all. Fortunately, one of them is a Fabled Passage. Should put us really close to Uroing. We just need something to die, and if the opponent doesn't kill something, they're just going to take a beating. So, Conclave Tribunal. Rats. How unfortunate. Ugh. Bluff attack again. Our opponent... still a coward. So, Fabled Passage. Let's thin up. Get trim and fit here in 2020. Let's graze 'ems. I'm ready for my next Krasis now, so I can draw more land. The deck does have a lot of air, and you have to find ways to tear through it. If one of these were a Lotus field, we'd be bringing Euro back right now, because lands would be in the graveyard, but alas. Ooh, we might get an attack here. That would get some grazers in the yard. I love it. Which one do you want? I offer you both. The only place I want them is the graveyard. Wow. I've got this. I've got the land on lock. Here's Beefcake. Ooh, I do have enchantments in my deck. Holy synergies, Batman. Because I need more ways to draw more land. Bam. Now I just need to draw more Wolf Willow Havens. 38. What do I have here? 10. Up. Up. She got thick. She got real thick real fast. Mommy grew up. That's the problem. We want these in the graveyard, so I know that it tramples, but we need to refill this graveyard. Spiral them. Land. Showing them what's up. Well, may as well attack, because these are really bad blockers and they don't go to my graveyard. So now it's all up to the scries. Does the opponent have another All That Glitters? They have a Calyx. Okay. So I really like minusing the Calyx to hit the champion and choose an aura that's likely to die. But the opponent might just be going for an All That Glitters here to try to win quickly. I wouldn't blame them. Find Sentinel's Eyes. Uh-huh. I'm feeling gifted by the gods right now. So much god gifting. So 1 open mana, probably a Karametra's Blessing. This Kiora isn't going to help me. Too bad. Draw. Nice rip. So I was thinking about scrying that, then I decided not to. And what a great decision that was. I just wanted the hugest possible Krasis because of how powerful this card is. But alas, looks like we're gonna be at least in the game. We might not win the game, but we'll be in the game. We do actually use our graveyard for Finale of Devastation. Although, I think I already used that this game. Hello? Also, we have Cavalier of Thorns. Getting back a Mass Manipulation could matter. Or we could just draw one. Oh, we can't cast it this turn. We are a mana short of it being very useful. So let's pass the turn and hope the opponent can't remove my blockers. And hope that they don't have Karametra's Blessing, but their play pattern implies that they have Karametra's Blessing, to be honest. Opponent should probably exile the Cavalier. Ooh, okay. How do I get rid of this? I don't know if I do. Don't think my deck is built that way. My deck doesn't do anything about this. Oh, I steal my opponent's Calyx, and then I exile it. I would need this to have 3 loyalty. Wow. Okay, you have it all. I get it. I get it now. You are a supreme being. So neither of these go to my graveyard. What does chump blocking do to me? I can kill the Calyx here, though. So I guess I'm just not blocking. 7. Do I want to kill the Calyx? I don't think so. I think I need to steal it. Nice draws. Alright. Try to steal this. The opponent will protect it, but steal this plus it. Try to hit a Wolf Willow Haven, I guess. At least give it a try. If they don't have the Blessing, I'm in good shape. Oh. They don't have it. They don't have it. It was an elaborate bluff. Alright, wow, look at those spells. I mean, I think I'd rather scry than, yeah. Get him. Yeah, sometimes they don't have it, boys and girls. Sometimes they just don't have it. Archon of Sun's Grace. Ooh, flies. Vanishing Light. What's your target? Is it the Calyx? Or what? What did you target? Okay, you're targeting the spinner. So anything I need to do about that? Doesn't look like it. Alright, so it says -3, exile target creature or enchantment you control until target enchantment you control leaves the battlefield. So now we need an enchantment. We're on 4. Lotus Field could put it on 5, but then I don't have a way to draw a card. As much as I love Kiora, it's just not doing it. Alright, ship them. Try again. Krasis. How you doing? That is a card. Alright, so first things first, we can't minus because we don't control an enchantment, so we plus and keep looking. Oh, there's where our havens are hiding. I bet they will. Alright. Sweetness. I still think it's Krasis here. Count it out. What do we got here? 9? I guess we can go to 8 because we might pull a Grazer, right? Let's see. Is there a Grazer still in the deck? There's 2 there, none there. So yeah, there's Grazers. Me and my maths. Don't mind them. Alright, no Grazer. But we do has Field. Field will fill Graveyard up and get ready to go bonkers next turn. Our opponent is at 8, but throwing these away, not good. Alright, next turn we have Will Fill a Haven, so we can use Calyx to spring the Conclave Tribunal, but the opponent has another Calyx of their own and the Sentinel's Eyes. This is not quite over. We also have Endray's Forerunners. Our opponent is probably just dead if we can get out of this turn. And it looks like we will, but man, is it close. There's so many Peggies. When it locks up the Krasis, hits me. All right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Let's rock and roll. We'll start with a plus. Pretty sure I'm gonna kill him. Pretty sure I'm gonna kill him. Put this over here, so if we untap it with Kiora, we get bonus mana. There's a Kiora. We found her. All right. Play you.
I defy gods. Defying you will be easy.
All right. So that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can sacrifice one of these, I think. Yep. And hit him up, Piggy. Math is for blockers. That moment of they're dead, right? Aren't they? Nope, they're not dead. Doesn't give haste. That's what the finale does. Should have played the Krasis.
Look skyward and receive the gifts of the gods.
That was a good game, though. I'm not even sad. I am not sad. This looks fun. Yeah, this looks like a very quick Cavalier. We want to be careful where and when we use the passage, because once you play a Lotus field, you don't have 4 lands. It's not untapped the way you hope. We probably want Island. But we also want a Forest early to play the Grazer. And what do we want to sacrifice? I guess whatever we fetch with the passage and probably the Temple. It's going to be awkward. Well, look at that. Drew that shock land. What'd I tell you? We always shock this in. And then we really want the Haven to be on, obviously on a land that we keep, but we'd love for it to be on Lotus Field for the Kiora. So this is going to be weird. Oh, I think that's the perfect draw for the situation, though. If I do this, and put out you, go get you. I'm just gonna not play the... I'm just gonna play the Haven now. We'll put on the Breeding Pool because I'll plan to keep that even after the Lotus Field is gone. And then we'll play Cavalier of Thorns next turn and then sneak out Lotus Field. Yep. Seems good. The opponent can't Embercleave me next turn, so we at least have one more turn before that happens. So let's build up an even bigger Mass Manipulation, which is our best weapon against the red deck. I don't know. This red deck is slow. He's a slow-moving red mage. Don't have anything else to do with 2 mana here, so we'll just play this. Pew pew. Nice full graveyard. No Euro yet. You always want to see that Euro hit the graveyard when you play your Cavalier of Thorns, but the graveyard is getting well stocked for the Titan's arrival. So, you kept a hand with no early creatures. You must have a Bone Crusher Giant and or a Shock. I'm guessing you have an Embercleave and Infuriate, something that you think will be an epic combo kill with your Annex. Shock this in next turn, I can steal 2 things. Okay. I mean, yeah, you can do that too. Now you have a bunch of critters. Ah! Start the clock. Now some other little things are coming. Our opponent with the oops all Annex draw. Oh, baby. Now that's what you do to the mono red. That's how you show them. That is how you show them. Yes. I got its rewards. I will share them with you. You guys like the rewards, right? Boom. Jank. Harmonious Icon. Let's go crack a pack. Jank Week at 50,000 subs. My 4th Atrice. Nice. Jank Week at 50,000. You want to see Harmonious Archon do something? Sub, like, and subscribe. Money game. This is it. 4th win is money. On the draw against Mono Red, because that's the only person who has this frickin' pile of dragon in these sleeves. Oh my god, they're not Mono Red. I'm wrong. Mark it on your calendars. We'll keep land number 5. We've got a sweet Growth Spiral into Uro into Destroy You. It's good stuff. I guess I could draw a Grazer, so let's Growth Spiral out the Forest, or at least leave ourselves the chance to. Oh, Team of Wreck? Maybe. Or, I don't know. What is this? Naya? Alright. No Grazer. You. Tapped. Now. What the heck are you? Naya Adventures? Naya Giant Tribal? Lotus Field. Okay, so we want to crack this before we play the Lotus Field. Let's Uro first. We'll put this onto the battlefield. I still think that having Fabled Passage in the deck is pretty important for just making sure that you fill your graveyard. We could have a spare mana, but I think we just get you down. It makes sure that there's a lot of Uro fuel when the deck is running, and maybe you'll get to see that this game, because I feel like we're on the right track this time. I feel like the engine's going to run. All we need is a Kiora. I said all we need is a Kiora deck. You're supposed to draw the Kiora. Kiora in the graveyard. Kick it on over to you. So, if our Cavalier were to die... Never mind, Banishing Light. Vanishing Light, down to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can steal both of these. That's pretty good. We'll go down to 7 doing it. I don't love that. We could also play Big Krasis, but then we might take another 8 damage if the opponent has another Banishing Light, which would be very bad. How about a Cavalier and an Uro? All we need is a land, and that could happen. Alright. I think I like that play. That's 2 blockers on the battlefield for the opponent to have to figure out. So we need the untapped land for that purpose. It can be blue or green here. Also gets me that little bit of healing. Scry to the bottom. Whoa, Embercleave, huh? I guess so. Well, what do I most want to kill? I can kill either one through an Embercleave. So I guess we block up with both. This is the one I most want to live. This is the one I most want to die. This is the creature I most want to kill. They're both creatures are going to die, so... Yeah. I think that what it means is I'm supposed to set like this. Because if the opponent Embercleaves here and those both die and I still have my Cav, and I guess it's all about the same. Yeah, it's all about the same. Oh. Oh, interesting play. I see. I see you now. Yeah, let me have the Kiora. I see what you're getting for. I got you. Alright. We're just going to run the play back, except this time we're going to draw 2 more cards than last time. And the opponent sees it's over. 2 Lotus Fields is a bit much, but otherwise the hand is good. Very good. Alright, we'll give it a try. Hopefully we get to the point where we get to play both of them. I don't need 2 Growth Spirals, 1 should be enough. Eightful Eidolon, so the Aura deck. Pretty fun deck. Kind of fair for me. Kind of fair, though. If I had a... Okay. Field them. Field it up. So next turn, what do we have? 3 mana. We go Kiora into... Untap into nothing, probably. Season of Growth, Abzan. Fun. Oh, we drew a land. That's good. We can Baby Krasis. I don't think that's really worth it. If our Kiora dies, we're in a really bad place. But I don't think this deck... I mean, they might have a Banishing Light, right? That's probably about it. Let's preserve our life total here and just play out the Grazer. Float the mana. Feels bad, really, but... Now we have to untap with the Kiora, and life is great. And we'll save this other Lotus Field. No reason to sacrifice these 2 for 1 Lotus Field. I don't think there is. Anyway, our opponent's on the curve. They're going to have powerful things to do. Right now that can fetch me another Cavalier. It also fetch me the Euro. But let's start here. I think we might end up using Pain Bacon in this game, so...
To make a splash.
Resolve that. We don't have the 4th land, so we want the island, not the Fable Passage. Don't think I'm going to see another land this turn, so we can play another Grazer just as a blocker. We can put you out there and give these up. And your turn. So potentially 9 mana next turn. If we draw land off the top, we Pain Bacon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Born of Nyx, child of the stars.
What do you go after? Ooh.
Not be how I punish
Okay.
the fitting of the
You
crime.
went after the Seasonal Growth. Yeah, let's do this. Leave a white floating, because that makes sense. Thanks, deck. Alright. We'll just pay 2 life for there. Half the deck gone, no Uro. Feels great.
One drop ripples and grows.
6. Alright, well, Hydroid created it up. The other thing we could have done is fetch Euro, and if I'd drawn a land exactly, I might have been able to double Uro, but yeah, this is fine. This is going fine. Now, next turn we can finale for the lethal if we untap with a similar positioning.
Patterned future
Sentinel's
appears
Eyes.
before me.
Now the battleship begins to build. They're drawing 2 cards in Aura. I expect some nonsense. You asked for it. It's the blessing! And the blessing is going to eat the Hydroid Crisis. So, don't they still have a trigger to go off? Yeah, they still have a trigger to go off, so they can target Crisis. It becomes a 4/8, a 4/8 then fights. Alright, ready to kill him? I'm ready to kill him.
Nature
Go big or go home. No, I'm short of mana? Playing that Grazer wrecked me? No, not like this. Okay, well, hold on. Hold on here. We put the Haven here. Oh, but we already untapped it. Why? Why am I so bad at Magic today? I just am. Let it be. Well. Well, I'm gonna do what I want, so there. What the heck? Oh, my library. Yes, please. Aw, sweet. Aw, sweet. We're not done yet, folks.
Bet you've never been hugged by a crab. Let's get moving.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. My Setessan champion now. Fateful Eidolon will take one for the team. Ah, math. What can I say? I think you guys can tell When I play decks that I know probably aren't tier 1, like the perfect build of decks, I kind of get into funsies mode. I don't have any regrets, but there's always some people in comments who are very much like, misplay, you're so bad, you make so many misplays. That's not the point. You can learn how to play better Magic if I have something to teach you, but I'm not trying to teach everybody how to play Magic. I'm trying to share what is awesome about Magic. I'm trying to give you decks of all different types, color combinations. Like, we do a different... the reason we do a different deck every day is because there is a different deck to play every day. If I just stuck to tier 1 and made this all about how good I am at Magic, if that was the point of my channel, hey, look at me, I'm good at Magic, we wouldn't play decks like this, but we wouldn't have half as much fun. And I have no regrets about having fun. Alright. What are we doing? I need this to die so I can get the finale back so I can do the mean things. You can definitely start here. This is a good opening salvo. Okay. Tilt. Give you up. Go after you. Opponent doesn't want me to get cards back, so that's a thing. And then we untap this so it's ready to block as well. Haha. And we'll activate the castle, and that will be our turn. Yep. They ninja'd away my Cavalier, but at least we made them get rid of their Calyx. Maybe they have another. Is it Calyx? It's probably Calyx, right? That sounds way more Greek. And Krasis are left. 2. Yep. They have another. What a lord. What a lord of magic. Uh-huh. More champions, more scries. Goodbye, Uro. Probably.
Destiny draws me a punishment befitting of the crime.
And no attacks. I guess running into the Grazer isn't the plan, and we want to defend this. So that makes sense. Cha-ching! So there's 11, 12, 13, we'll go 14. 14's probably good. Wow, wasn't quite good enough. But I do have these Havens to play. And I have a backup Kiora, so... So we'll play backup Kiora, and what we're going to do is untap our Lotus field.
Oh, I love them all. One drop ripples and grows.
Makes more mana that way. Yeah, and we'll suit this up with more Havens. And hopefully we'll get mana, we'll have mana left over to do something else too, but it doesn't look like we drew into another Kiora, so that didn't work out. And your turn. 14 cards. Big Piggy in hand.
The patterned future appears before me.
Training. Well, I'm at 31. I'm doing all right. But that's a lot of toughness. It can absorb one of our big hitters really well. Question is, do they have a trick to give it lifelink? Man, these games with aura decks are really interesting. 16/16 is all? Is that the best you can do? Really? Like, these decks really get to do their thing. Can be good. Can be scary. Yep. Going in hard. Going in hard with the training. What's amazing is I have 31 life. Still too much life. Okay, surely you've done all that you're gonna do now. Now, do you attack? You may not want to. Look how defensive we're playing our... Oh god, and you're tapped out. Oh god.
Nature flows with vigor.
Not like this. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we want all this. So what is that? 5? Am I massing for 5? That's all your stuff? And as if that weren't enough. Oh, come on. They didn't let me have the bacon. Everybody should have bacon.
Welcome to my...
Get a forest. Spiral out the field. Haven the field, make a crisis. Seems pretty good. The forest. The collector. Alright, we'll be under pressure quickly. This might be hard to squeeze into our sequencing plan. And the opponent is not going to give us a break. No breaks for us. Razor's good. Let's see. But how do I get it out there? I can't here, right? Well, I could play Lotus Field. Like, I could go... So remember, this won't be untapped unless I have 4 lands. God, then we also have this castle, which is really awkward. What about this? Alright, so next turn we produce green with this, and we can grow Spiral and Haven, and then Crisis the following turn. And now we die to Questing Beast? Yep. How do they always do this? Gruul is the ultimate at this curve. They just always have this. I don't know how they do it. But yeah, we're going to lose. We went second. We don't deserve life. Since we don't have a Kiora, I'm just going to suit up here. And you can see the ramp power is there, but you can also see it's not going to matter. See, if our opponent... If we had gone first, this would be the first turn our opponent was playing Questing Beast, and we wouldn't just be dead. I like that the Gallia's going off. Let's see what if the opponent draws anything good. Alright. Oh. Mine. Giving me hope. Stop giving me hope, deck. We know this is a load of poop. We know I'm gonna die anyway. We know I'm gonna die anyway, right? Brilliant! Wait, I'm not dead. I am dead. I know nothing. Wait, no, that's mine! I get to keep that. Oh, come on. Alright, the after Carnage fireside chat. The deck's not the best Simic deck. Kiora isn't the best card. Lotus Field is awkward. We saw it here and there, but the power is there. This deck just doesn't have any interaction outside of mass manipulation, but I like mass manipulation, this deck. A deck that goes that big on mana should be able to do good things with mass manipulation. We went 5-3, which is respectable. One game I lost because I was an idiot, so could have done even better. But obviously the Nissa deck is going to be a little bit better than this one. Nissa better than Kiora. I know. News at 11. Nobody can believe it, but it's still just worth throwing out there for those of you thinking that deck, I'm going to run it and craft all that stuff. Actually, everything in this deck is a safe craft except for perhaps Lotus Field itself, which is a very, very kind of fun card in Standard, but isn't a broken one yet. Something could happen at any point. But anyway, if you're looking to play some Simic, but you don't want to play the Simic Flash with all the counters and all your friends are giving you crap about Nissa and you're sensitive, then go ahead and try this. Otherwise, stay evil and shake the world. So thank you for watching this video, and a shout out to sponsor Cool Stuff Inc. They gave me this hoodie, showing off my hoodie with a wide angle today. So yeah, promo code CGB5 for cool stuff on sale at coolstuffinc.com. Also, another quick note, I've been noticing that there's a new Magic mobile game out. Oh, I bet if I just like search it up really quick, it'll be easy to find. Anyway, what is it called? I'm trying to remember the name of it. Mana Strike. That's the one. Yeah. So Magic Mana Strike. I've been seeing a lot of ads for this, and also when I look at my revenue figures for advertising on YouTube, they like hit a big spike when there's a game related to Magic that's available for download in the YouTube, like built into the YouTube thing. So if you want to throw a few bucks the channel's way without having to do much or anything that costs you anything, but if you want to support the channel really easily, right now you can check out one of my videos on an iOS, on an iPad or an Android phone or a iOS phone, and you'll probably get an ad before, during, or after the video giving you the option to download and install Magic Mana Strike. And if you do that, it pays out a lot more than a typical ad, and who knows, you might like the game. It's related to Magic. I'm going to be checking it out myself. So that's a way you can cheaply and easily support the channel while doing something related to Magic that you may enjoy. So give that a shot. And thank you very much. And remember, jank at 50,000. See you there. Bye.